Israel's first, last and only single nationals, the bought, sold and blackmailed John McCain and psychopathic murdering scum of the earth, Lieberman, are blood-hungry for the kill. It's certainly something Lieberman can't pass over. He likes them dead and preferably tormented and tortured first. There are few men on earth as evil as Lieberman, and the rest of them are his compatriots from the same shitty little weasel world he comes from. Once again, it can't be said too often. Israel did 911. Israel did 911. And we have all the proof in the world. Do I have to say it again? Israel did 911. And they're behind the financial meltdown. With their generations entrenched banker elite, and they're behind the run-up and performance of getting all recent wars fought by other countries on their behalf. Period it is, an end of story. And we do hope the story ends soon, with them no longer being in a position to do anything ever again, anywhere. Period. Period. I'm sick and tired of having to say this over and over. I'm more sick and tired of a public so stupid that they can swallow the endless lines of horse shit these fiends keep delivering, steaming warm on a garnished plate, served by automatons with garnished salaries. Here we sit, folks, surrounded by slick porcine weasels with blood-stained mouths, surrounded by dumbass mouthpieces playing taps for themselves and their associates, out of key and with no mourners, as the curtain begins to come down on their drawn and quarter-fuck destinies, and it couldn't happen to a better bunch of scoundrels, scum, slugs, and diseased donkey shit on toast, with roasted tribal sluts al fresco, delicious and delectable, served hot or cold, like revenge upon the latter, with some introductory Borgia soup blessed by the Pope. Let's take a little walk with him while he goes for a shit in the woods. They're scrambling, they're jumping and jiving on the floor of the stock exchange, and everywhere else as they try to get out of Dodge, on their way to that mystical and mythical home on the range. The only choice they have is world disaster and wars up the wazoo. They don't count the dead and dying with Satan on their side. Yeah, lots of people don't believe in God, but everyone believes in the devil. In Kali Yuga, that's what passes for the divine. Here comes Mr. Apocalypse with his walking stick, while Ehud Barak has got his hand on Michael Fassbender's dick. He's got his recreational periods when he isn't orchestrating things like 911 with Dov Zakheim and the rest of the crew. Did I happen to mention that Israel and MI6 along with the usual clowns did 911? If I happen to overlook this, I apologize. Should I forget to remember that I might have forgotten to have said it, I'll endeavor to remember again as we go along here. I might have forgotten, you know, given that the general public can neither remember or even think in the first place. Talk about thankless jobs. I have one of those, but my invisible friends appreciate the effort and the hardened and legible footsteps in the dried mud on the way to Shambhala are more gratitude than I have any right to expect in the first place. Eh? Can I get an Amen? Can I get a witness among the witless? Do you think you could hear the music any better with that iPod jammed up your ass? It's a Kim Kardashian world, where one of the most talentless rap artists in a bankrupt and craven tits, asses and gun-hoes can fall in lust with her in a gung-ho, yeah, strictly for publicity way. If it ain't P. Diddy, it's not truly inauthentic and poorly written and performed, only trying to be. As we go along, something absolutely sick and sinister is happening in Japan. Why aren't the world's greatest experts on the scene seeking to contain the damage? This I do not get. I don't get this at all. Is this so relatively unimportant?